तेरा हाय रे जबरा होए रे जबरा फैन हो गया.
Hi, this is Melanie, Movie Maven Gal for Pardesi. I'm here to do a review of the Hindi film A Gentleman. Sundar Sushil Risky was the tagline of it. So it stars Sidharth, Malhotra, Jacqueline, Fernandez.
तब तब उसके लगता है अब उसे इत्तेफाक कहो या फिर What the fuck?
I am a fan of Sidharth. It's not just his looks. I don't know. He just has, yes, I know he was a model in the past. So he doesn't come across as the maybe sharpest knife in the drawer, but he's really good at these action scenes. I have to say, if you've seen the trailer, there's Gaurav, who is very nerdy and works at some sort of IT job. And then there's Rishi, who is some sort of spy, whatever. At one point, this was labeled as a sequel to Bang Bang, which is one of my favorite films. Yes, it's silly and whatever, but you know what? It's one that's been a really good one to introduce Bollywood type films to some of my friends who have never seen one. And one of the women commented, "This is like one of your romance novels made into a movie." I'm like, yes, exactly. So when I heard that Sidharth was going to be attached to something that might be a sequel to Bang Bang, I thought, you know what? He would be a good fit for something like that. It's not exactly a sequel to Bang Bang, but I would say it has some of the same energy where it's a little bit silly, but you know what? It's really entertaining. It doesn't have as great music as Bang Bang did. Jacqueline Fernandez, I really have come to respect from this movie because she was really funny. Jacqueline Fernandez has a really good American accent. I don't know if she ever lived here in the States or what, but if you've seen the trailer, most of the movie actually takes place in Miami, and some of it takes place in Mumbai. There's an interesting trick with time that I appreciated. This film actually had a script that sort of made sense. The writers and the directors, it's a team, Raj and DK. I looked them up on Wikipedia, and I don't think I've seen any of their previous films. They did Happy Ending with Saif Ali Khan, which I did not see. So, but now I'm more inclined to see it because they really have some cleverness in the script. And I'm not going to spoiler this movie in any way because I think it was really enjoyable to have it all play out. I will just say, if you are a fan of something sort of like True Lies or sort of something like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, except here we only have a Mr. Smith, you kind of get the vibe of what this is about. I like it that there's this nerdy persona of Gaurav who just wants a home, who actually drives a minivan. That was maybe one of the funniest things. There's so many years that I drove a minivan, and for someone to be aspiring to who's single, that was really funny to me. Some of the stuff that wasn't so funny is Gaurav has a friend at work named Dixit, Dixit, and the Americans who work at their company all mispronounce it, making it sound like a swear word. And then I was like, okay. And then like the sixth time, not so funny. You know what I mean? So, but I really liked, Sidharth can come off really sweet. And that's what he does here. It's sort of like he's Clark Kent. That Jacqueline Fernandez's character has had him in the friend zone for years. And she just cannot see past his seeming bland personality. He doesn't have any thrill for her. He doesn't have any excitement. And, so she's like terrified that he's going to propose or something, because she just doesn't see him that way. So of course events happen and she sees him in a different way. And let me just say, the thought of having to only wear long sleeve shirts while you live in Miami for years would be my own personal hell. Just putting it out there. So I really enjoyed this movie. It was very entertaining. I did not go in with big expectations. And you know what? It's just an entertaining film. It's an action comedy, and it has some good things that made me laugh out loud. So like, not all the jokes were fantastic, but there were some zingers in there that did make me laugh out loud. Sunil Shetty plays the villain, and he does a competent job, but really the main, then there's the head of the gang that works with Rishi, who then betrays him. And I tried to remember, I can't remember the actor's name, but anyway, I had seen his face before. He was in, the evil gang in NH10. He was, so he just kind of plays this tough guy persona. So Sunil Shetty is not on screen maybe as much as I thought he was going to. He was fine. He was competent. I like his new kind of look in this, but really, the person who's on screen almost all the time is Sidharth Malhotra, and he's proven that he can carry a film on his own. Really, he was the reason I was interested in seeing the film. He's not that hard on the eyes, let's be honest. So, but there are some things, not just for the ladies. There's a lot of comedy. There's some very good action, and I just think he's really good at doing these kind of action films where he's doing the hand-to-hand combat or whatever. He just looks very cool doing action. So I hope he gets to do more films like this. I think this was a good mix for his talents. As far as music goes, there's a very silly disco number during the end credits that made no sense to me, but there's sort of a fun song that he does in a karaoke bar when he's as Gaurav. And, that was kind of fun. But otherwise, there's some sort of montage-y kind of thing. So no huge, big dance numbers necessarily for Jacqueline. Although she does get to rotate around a stripper pole. And that one karaoke bar was like, oh my. So anyway, it's just a fun movie. It's just entertaining. I'd give it 3.5 stars. But I really like the vibe of it. I like Sidharth. I would recommend you go see it in the theater. If you'd like to see more reviews like this, please subscribe and hit the button below. Like, share, comment. I want to hear your thoughts if you've seen this or what are your other Sidharth Malhotra films. I would say my other favorite is Hazy Tofezi. I love that one. I love him in that one. Also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook at Pardesi YT.